Okay, the two machines side by side. Let's just do a quick comparison between the two. They are very, very similar. I believe they use the same frames. I'm more used to doing this type of conversion on a Craftsman AYP. I've never done one on a MTD platform. Let's lift the hood on the red one. Tanks are also exactly the same. The dashboards could almost be converted or swapped over, but this one here uses a metal bar that comes up. This one here does not. It's all self-supported off of its original dash. Basically, worst case scenario, I'll just convert them back to the way they were, and this one will be sold off as pretty much what the other one's being sold off as, or has been sold off as. And this one here, I'll just sell the engine. So the plan at the moment is to swap the engines as well. This engine here will go into there, and that engine there will go back into here. Or I'll just leave it out and I'll just scrap this machine. With its rear end problem, I don't think anyone would want it, but I gotta show it running. So actually no, sorry, I'll have to show this engine running. But this engine uses the 6-pin, same as the Craftsman's use, and this is the much newer style, and pretty much they're all going that direction. So this one is already converted, and they're both 20 horse Briggs and Stratton V twins, so there's no difference between that on both engines. Obviously I'll swap that cover right there with actually nope, I can't swap it with that one. I might be able to swap the top covers, because this one has the single intake carburetor, while this one has the dual intake carburetor. So I believe the top covers are the same, so I can swap the top covers. I just don't want this machine here to say Cub Cadet. So the plan is hopefully one day this week, give the deck a quick paint job. Maybe start tomorrow. I got one other that needs to be painted as well. Hopefully I got enough spray paint. The other one can kind of wait a little bit, but if I'm doing one, I'd rather do them both, but they also need to be washed. Definitely don't want to start painting them while they're dirty. But these decks are a lot easier to take off than Craftsman AYP decks, so if I have to pop it off to paint it, that won't really be a big deal. So anyways, that's what we're looking at right now, swapping pretty much everything except for the rear end from this machine here to this machine here. This machine here is in much nicer condition cosmetically. It's got a good rear end. It's got brakes, which is much different from its twin, because its twin does not have brakes. It runs good, but this one here runs just as good. So it's that the running between the two of them is not really a big deal, not really a game changer. It's just having a good running drivetrain in this machine here with a good deck, and I should be able to make some decent money on this machine. Also, if it being a PTO deck, it should definitely help. So I know a lot of when it comes time to get belts and model numbers are going to be off. It's just it'll be what it is, and obviously I'll disclose when I go sell it. It was a 42, it's been converted to a 46, so on and so on. So really, with these red machines here, I wanted to get one that would sell and be a halfway decent machine sold, and this one here was nicer of the machines to begin with. But whenever I discovered its deck issue, it kind of soured the deal a bit on this one. I'm not into these for much of anything, so on that aspect, I'm good. It's just now a matter of getting everything converted and making everything work. One thing that won't work will be the voltage gauge, since the other one does use a little bit different setup. Again, I'll have to check the wiring harness, see what the wiring harness looks like on here. So this one does show hours, but these used to show battery voltage, but they don't. Because as you can see, this one has this display here, while the other one does not. So that will not be converted to the other one. So when this one here will probably end up just getting scrapped. So yeah, that won't necessarily show up anymore. And it does have, yeah, it has a big connection that goes into it. I wish this would come out easy, and if this one here had a spot for it, it'd be nice. This has the small spot right there. If they are the same size, they will be converted. Physically, almost looks like it's the same size. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Possibly the hour meter and the information center will get transferred over as well. Up here is where the PTO switch goes. It already has the outline for it. They just have a hole drilled in it for the raising, or for the engage and disengage handle. So all of that will be going away. This weird handle on the back will be going away. I've already replaced the ball joint tie rod end on the front. So this thing's all good to go. Did an alignment. I just got to change out that tire. No, I'm not going with the yellow ones. I don't want to go that mismatch. So with this one here, that seat cover will be sold eventually, or I'll sell the entire seat with the cover on it for an MTD. It might sell, we'll see. But this is going to be my project for next weekend. I'll have the entire garage for 3 days almost, and I should be able to get this done. Get one torn down, get the other one torn down, and it's mostly just wiring and changing over brackets. Other than that, it's not really too big of a deal. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.